Welcome to Inside Electrical, the podcast powered by the IBA.
Hi, my name is Philip Harbro, Managing Director of Harbro Electrical Wholesale in Pele, County Durham.
And I'm Joanne Southgate from MDE Electrical in Ipswich.
And I'm Frank Taylor from Blackwater Electrical Supplies in Essex.
And I'm Peter Hill. I'm one of the directors at Wilson Partners Chartered Accountants, and I'm based in Plymouth.
Just a quick question. Was your book Pricing for Profits?
Yes, that's my book, yes.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I obviously listened to your presentation you did at the IBA golf event there.
Yep.
And it was a little bit like music to my ears in the fact that we've tried to do that with our business. Is more, price in a way where you're not pricing yourself to become busy fools as such. But yeah, just wondering, is there a point you can maybe push a bit too far and on the pricing?
There's a financial balancing act between, if you're the cheapest in the room, you'll sell a lot but make no money. If you're the most expensive in the room, you might make a lot of money but not sell enough to run your business. There is a tipping point where you go, we're about right on prices, right at the top end, busy enough, we're making good money. The only way to find that is a bit of trial and error. It's test the market. We do a lot of projects where we go, okay, let's test that proposition with clients you don't mind losing. So there's probably a few on your list that you go, okay, let's push the boundaries. If they don't like it, maybe they'll up and leave, but we'll find out where that tipping point is for them. But like a lot of this stuff, it's, do the financials, do the numbers, but you got to test it in the real world and see how customers react.
It was very interesting for me because I've been in the business for 30 years. And your presentation, what you were saying is, I was sort of ticking the boxes, which I've done.
Yep.
It was probably took us 30 years to get to that presentation, and a lot of mistakes and a lot of expensive mistakes. But everything you said, I went, yeah, that's what we do. Nearly all of it. So it was great advice, especially for somebody just starting off. Fabulous advice, you know what I mean? Because I made so many mistakes in finances, so many mistakes. And now, nearly 30 years in, you're still learning, aren't you? You're still learning. And
I'm still learning, yeah.
Yeah, and one of the great things that I know now is a must is your accountant. A good accountant is a must. Would you agree, Joe?
100%, 100%. Yeah. So on that, you're offering to the group where you can help us. So was I right this morning that we can ring up with general issues that we've got on accountancy, tax?
Anything, absolutely. Just to put that into context, we work with all sorts of buying groups, so people who do branded mugs and pens and umbrellas and stuff, to the EDA, the ECA, all sorts of organisations. And they're brilliant for us because we get in front of 100 people to deliver our message.
Yeah.
That is a lot more cost effective than knocking on 100 doors to get that message across. So it's really cost effective for us to give away advice free, pick up the phone, send us an email, have a Teams call. Eventually, if we say enough good things to enough people, they go, my accountant's not sharp enough, I need somebody else, and we win business. And this is the most cost-effective way of us getting in front of the right people.
That is the trouble. People get accountants and they stick with them because you don't know any different. You just accept what they say year after year. And
I chatted with a guy at lunch and I said, it's really frustrating for me as an accountant that I'll talk to people and go, so what your accountant's like? Oh, he's not very good. He's very slow. He's made a few mistakes. I think he's secretly working for the tax man. But I've been with him for 20 years. And you go, but if you went to a restaurant and the food was cold and the bill was wrong and you got food poisoning, you wouldn't go back. No. But people find it really hard to change accountants. Lawyers used to be the case. People chop and change lawyers all the time now. They'll go to one law firm for a conveyancing project, another one for something else. But accountants, people do still stick around with accountants that even they know aren't doing a very good job because they perceive it as difficult to change. It really isn't. As you probably know, for chartered or certified accountants, there's a process. The professional bodies guide how we have to do that. So it's very straightforward, but people do stick around with the bad accountants.
This is it.
In time.
A lot of people as well, they'll go with the cheapest. You know? Now, my accountant, I've probably had him now, probably 4 or 5 years. He's the most expensive accountant I've had in me 30 years.
Yeah.
But I'm more in the profit. He's saving me more money than any other accountant. So really, the price, you get it back if you've got a good accountant.
You get what you pay for.
Exactly.
Yeah. Again, I was chatting with somebody, I think it was last night, and I was saying a lot of this industry, it's price-driven industry. And I said to the chap, I said, so your car, what do you drive? And I think it was a BMW. I said, is that the cheapest car you could buy at the time? And he went, oh, no, of course not. Okay, where'd you go on holiday last year? Turkey. Was it the cheapest holiday you could find? No. Where'd you shop? Morrison's. Is that the cheapest supermarket? No. There is nothing he buys anywhere that is the cheapest option available. Every one of us is making a choice of quality and reputation and convenience and all those factors. Price is just one of those things. But the problem with a lot of businesses, if that's the only thing you talk about, that is the only information they can make their decision. So salespeople have got to get all that stuff on the table and talk about it, why you can trust us, our reputation, the stock on the shelves. There's 100 reasons why they should buy it. Price is just one of those. But we see in lots of industries, people just don't be too harsh on salespeople, but a bit lazy. They go, there's a deal, there's a price. Oh, can you shave a bit? Yes, I can. Deal done. That's not the way to sell, really. So, that's the thing is, when we're consumers, we're making all those decisions and then our brain switches off and we go, now I'm a supplier. Everything's about price, but it's not.